Anudhi, how did you first time hear about us?
So I think it was in IIT Kharagpur about 3 years back when you came down to my office at the recommendation of Dr. Jinya Mukherjee. So you came to meet me and then you spoke about your work, and I was impressed. We had a very long chat the very first time you sat also, I think, and just to learn more about the wonderful work you were doing. So I was instantly um, inspired to be part of the efforts that you are doing. I mean, and make whatever very small contribution to the huge work that you have undertaken.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, you have been supporting our children and grandparents for almost 4 years now. Have we met or unmet or exceeded your expectations?
I think you are always ahead of the expectations. So if I thought, and I fall short of what I can do for helping your organization grow and your organization prosper really. So prosper in the sense of human capital. So their health, their well-being, their mental well-being, their achieving of their potential, because I, from the little that I have seen of the different members that are part of your of rescue and relief, you have the children who have certain psychological problems, mental challenges and all, and yet they produce such brilliant artwork. So that's one section. That I've seen the girls whom you have rescued, their children, their sense of music, their sense of dance, the joy that they have in them, the elderly, the grandparents whom we had the good fortune of meeting, the love they have, the hope in life still um, to express themselves, to find bonding, to find meaning, and the love that they're ready to give strangers. So I think that construction work that you're doing for the elders. So what I find with your organization is the constant desire to improve, to provide better and better opportunities and facilities to those whom you have taken under your shelter and protection, so that they are able to discover the best in their own lives.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, what did you enjoy most about our organization?
I think what is very heartening in your organization is the ability of people to smile despite their difficult conditions. So I think that is the biggest lesson that we have to learn, that no matter what one might have gone through, no matter what one is going through, one has to keep aspiring and keep hoping for a better tomorrow. So I think that the smile on the faces of so many, the look of hope, the desire to achieve, um, and the joy of life that you are able to bring, because many of these people are destitute from a societal point of view. They have been neglected or abandoned and abused also by society. So the fact that they're able to smile genuinely, it's not a plastic smile to impress people like us who come to visit them. They're genuinely happy to have found a community, to have found your care and protection. So I think that is a remarkable achievement that you have succeeded in
Thank you,
doing.
ma'am. I would like to also mention this. This is common effort. We are not doing it alone, ma'am. People like you are there, and that is why I think the difference has been made. Uh, Ma'am, how would you like to describe your experience during your meet with our grandparents and children that you have done?
I remember it was the occasion of Dr. Jinya Mukherjee's birthday, which she chose to celebrate with her family and with the larger family of rescue and relief, with their grandparents in particular. And I remember the joy they had to have, like the cake that was cut and had. Then we had a small program of singing where they joined along, and then a little bit of dance that was performed. So I think it was a very memorable experience interacting with your grandparents. And but also it was painful on one side to know that there are grandparents who have been abandoned by their own people. And so it was a poignant reminder that if each one of us did our own duty towards those who ensured that we have happier lives and more successful lives, if we could just do a little bit of duty, then they they would continue to enjoy the company of their very own people.
Okay. Uh, Ma'am, what would you like to change in our organization? Is there something that you don't like and want us to improve?
That's a very hard one, and I think it would be very unfair of me to try and give a lot of suggestions, because it's important to understand the entire dynamics of the organization. Every organization has scope for improvement. There is no organization that is perfect. So I'm sure there is scope for improvement, but whatever little that I've encountered, I think you're doing a great job. And I'm not just saying this for the effect of it, but I just think that there's a lot that you're doing within your own means. And I think if we can broaden the base of people who are associating themselves with this work,
Right.
I think then that would help.
Yes, it will make our work easier. Plus, it will also give us to reach more underprivileged.
Yes, yes. No, but as you also always say, that it's not so much the underprivileged who need help.
Right.
Sometimes it's the privileged who need more help to find true meaning beyond the luxuries of life, because the luxuries are not lasting, but to possibly maybe share a little bit of their wealth with a child from your home who needs education, who needs just support a grandparent through their difficulties, through their medicine, or build a future. uh, if they can contribute towards making a home. So if we can do these small little gestures, I think they can be transformative for those who you are looking after, and also for people like us who try and help.
Ma'am, your message to people who are looking forward to be part of our organization.
Oh, you'll never regret it. You'll only regret that you didn't start contributing earlier on. Because there's nothing but very positive returns. Positive returns, just in, like I said, if you want to make your day, then just visit any of their homes, and the love and the smile, the unconditional love and smile that you will get, the gratitude that you will get from them will serve to make your life more meaningful. And I think that's what I would say, because that is what I have experienced, the the power to make a difference in somebody else's life, because it's all part of a larger family. So I think that my message would be that start now, uh, make that difference in even one small life that you can afford to. It doesn't require a lot of money, it requires a heart. And I think if one can find that little space to accommodate another individual, perhaps a stranger, perhaps not really a stranger, but somebody who is part of the larger family of mankind, I think make that difference. Make that difference. You'll never regret it.
Thank you, ma'am. Those were very kind words. Thank you for being there. Thank you for supporting our children. I think this journey wouldn't have been possible if other people like you were not there. And I always say this: like we started with one, today we have reached 780. We look forward to reaching out more children. Thank you for. Thank you.
And also, I just wanted to add that in times like Corona and all, when everybody is going through their own difficulties, I think that if one within that difficult situation also spare something like just 500 rupees, 300 rupees, 500 rupees, maybe it'll be one meal less outside. But that can really make a big difference to people like Siddharth and other organizations also that are spreading themselves really thin to make ends meet in difficult times. So my sincere prayer and request is do lend that extra hand which will touch a life and ignite a soul and a flame. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.